I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless. Like water.
It's 420 somewhere!
Oh, I love it.
You like that?
T was doing his best to imitate the sound of that saxophone.
That was priceless.
I was giving it my best shot, but it didn't sound right. I'm sure that many of you probably could associate to what it sounded.
That was a pretty close impersonation, if I don't say myself.
I'm not gonna go over it. I just was
Don't
about to
even
take
go
myself.
there.
I'm not
Don't
even
even
gonna
go
go there.
No.
I ain't gonna go there.
Man, let's just jump straight into it. So we're back in the studio again.
Hey, in the studio.
We've got Nick Greatness over here. We've got my homie Dre, one of the most positive, greatest guys I know.
Indeed.
We got
And
Neon
yes,
Deion
indeed.
Sanders in the
Little
studio
Deion
today.
doing his
Tiny
thing,
Deion.
freaking making more touchdown passes than you can imagine. I know, I
I'm
did.
gonna
I
smack
know,
the
Deion.
piss out of
He's
you,
a
dude.
receiver.
What
I
did
blew
you
it.
just
I
say?
He
know.
wasn't even a
He wasn't even
I
on
know.
offense.
Oh
Tiano.
no, I'm sorry guys. I blew it.
defense and special teams, and get your shit together.
I'm an uncultured swine, as my lady
And my
called me the
man's
other
played
day.
baseball.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Yeah,
blew
and
it.
played baseball.
Freaking blew it, dude. Kate, man, Denzel Washington.
I don't even know
But
what
I
I
crashed the plane. He,
Did you forget?
he pulled up.
Did you
Fucked
forget
up.
I used to do a sports podcast?
Dude,
Oh, man.
it's,
I
know,
do
it's-
know enough about sports. You can't just bullshit in front of me.
I know, dude. I
He
know.
like throws passes in the touchdown zone.
I
Right?
know. I was like, oh shit, I don't know anything about this
That
guy.
was
Let me
bullshit.
try.
He threw that out
Dude,
there.
I
You know, you
threw
tried.
it out. I
You
blew,
gave it a
and
shot. You
blew
blew
it,
that.
and blew
what's,
it, man.
and what's funny to me is months ago we played football together in a field. T can play.
He can play some football.
He has no idea what he's doing.
No fucking clue.
He
It's
couldn't
the muscles.
explain to
It's-
someone what route he's running.
It's the
Like,
muscles.
Yup.
It's just running to this
Yup.
motherfucker if you want to.
Dude, let's speak on that, guys. So let's talk about the first time T started. Oh, and let you know, it's 420 somewhere.
the
I
first
hope you're
time
smoking.
T, were you just
You
about
gotta
to
be
speak
smoking.
about yourself in the third person?
He
Dude,
was.
yep.
That's
Hey,
the thing.
I'm
That's
telling
the
you,
thing.
This
I
better
do
be
that.
good.
this is how deep this story goes, guys. This is how deep this story is. So basically, I decided, I wasn't the most athletic kid when I was younger. These muscles came after I got out of high school and I started working out. So I was this puny little kid, and I decided I want to play football. Because I just loved playing football in the backyard with the homies, just running random routes and just catching it and just touchdowning on those fools.
Oh, who doesn't love playing?
Who doesn't
You
love
were
backyard?
so good until you said touchdown and on those
Touchdown.
fools.
Nick,
Man,
get
we're
off my
so
man.
close.
And that's
Nick,
that's
get
when you
off
know.
so
And that's when you know
close.
I was not a sports fanatic.
I was
That's when you know I
touchdown
was
and
not
on
the
them.
sports guy. So basically,
I love you so much, T.
I go to this practice, dude. I'm going to practice. They give you this little route paper. I didn't study any of the routes.
I'm weak.
So I go out there to run the route, dude. And I'm just running a fucking random route. And then all the players, all my teammates, the coach is like face palm to the face, like, oh my God.
Did you
It's-
read the book or?
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't
No, I'm
read
sure-
any of the
I meant
book.
That's I'm sure what
That
he was
shit
thinking.
was sitting
Yup.
under some
Yeah.
socks.
Yep, sitting under some socks. I left the playbook there, dude, thinking, oh yeah, dude, it's just catching passes and making touchdowns, dude.
Oh.
That's what it's all about, I just gotta run, right? That's how this whole system
His
works.
ass called a one on your ass, and your ass just didn't know what the hell to do, huh?
Bro, didn't
I still know what a one is. I think that's an out route.
Mhm. So
Yep.
you guys are gonna have to, yeah, dude. What was your guys' experience? with
Two's a
sports?
curl, three's
You-
a slant, or sorry, three's a go.
Was my
Four's a slant.
experience.
Forward slant.
I was always
you're
able
the
to
star.
catch the ball. Y'all would think I was the fucking star. You know what I'm saying? I've always had hands. I've always can catch. I've always been
Dog.
kind of fast, but I've always been big.
when we
I've always been big. And when I was a kid, I was fat. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
so
hold- let me emphasize on this. I've played many backyard games with Jure here, with all of our homies, Nick here included. And one of my homies said it the best while we were playing. The ball just magnetizes to Jure. It just sticks to him and doesn't leave him. It is
Don't
like,
leave.
catch me, or I'm just going to stay right here until you grasp me.
and I don't wear gloves. Don't like gloves. Gloves get rid of the pig skin. I don't like gloves. So I have to feel the pig skin with my fingers. You feel me?
I don't know how the fuck you do it, dude.
Classics, originals, the OGs,
You just
all
got
the best,
hands.
Hey,
best wide
hey,
receivers didn't need no
If
glove.
I get this right, it's a Randy Moss. Is he pulling a Randy Moss?
It's definitely some Randy shit,
It's
but
some
no,
Randy
I'm trying to go.
Like Calvin Johnson.
Yeah,
you got
big
those
Calvin.
hands on you,
it's like
dude.
I'm trying to.
Yeah,
and I'm
they're
little.
just huge.
It's like I'm not even the biggest dude, like height wise. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
you got some hands.
I got some hands on me. I could catch that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
NFL recruit
It's
this
like
guy.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Nah,
Same
I
kind
ain't
of thing. Where he's
fucking
got
with
those
the
huge
NFL.
hands.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
But what the fuck was I gonna say?
Oh, where are you?
I don't know, dude. I'm high already.
Dude, I know we're stoned, but here we are gonna go
recording this a
into.
lot earlier than usual.
Fucking with me.
Oh, we don't want to talk about my sports? Okay.
Oh, that's all right. That's
What
all
you
right.
talking about? I
Hey,
like your
yeah, we
sports.
wanna
What you-
hear
what
your
you was
sports.
in?
Yeah, hey, what
I
you
was
got?
just okay at everything.
I was weak.
I'm weak.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm weak.
I
No.
barely made the basketball team my sophomore year, but I made it.
Right.
Got hurt, so I didn't play basketball after that. I dislocated my shoulder. I like 10 times
dude.
Okay.
before I had it looked at. I
Oh
tore
my
my
God.
labrum, so I had to have some surgery on that shit. And then my senior year, I broke my thumb catching a pass.
Yeah, it's
during
not your.
Oh, you
homecoming.
told me
Yeah,
about
remember
that.
you was talking about
I
that
was
last
not-
time.
I was
it's
not built for
that.
football.
No,
Yeah,
no.
dude.
See me, I was a child. Like I said, I was a me. No disrespect, I was a lineman, and that's why I got
Yep.
a new love for them because I was the
Mhm.
one that you put the X on the helmet because big dude can't go nowhere. He got to stay within that area. That's how they used to do back then. Kids don't
Yeah.
understand that now. They just, when you was the big guy, you had to sit your ass in the box. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Nah, bro. Now, man, it is what it is.
It's
Oh,
Yeah,
different,
dude.
man,
I
it
mean,
is
you
what
gotta
it
think,
is.
guys. I mean, in high school, it's a certain build, and when you're still growing, and it's the way you're built in high school, and that's what makes you a star. Some people they have that build when they're just that young. Some
They
people
young.
get like me. I didn't get my build until I was about like in my 20s, dude.
But that's
Right.
honestly, like, as far as professional athletes go, if you have the skill base to start with, it's better that you peak around 18, 19, 20.
Of course, because then you'll have that.
rather than in high school.
Super early.
yeah,
super
dude.
early.
Yeah. You see
yeah.
a lot of guys that'll peak in high school and they're like so good, but they
Mhm.
will never make it at
Never
the next
make it.
I
level
think
because
I'm
they
so
just
short. I lift
Yeah.
weights entirely too soon.
Yep.
I was lifting
That's-
weights too soon.
Same.
You know
That's
what
why
I'm
you want to peak at the college level.
Yeah.
That's where it shows. That's where it
Yeah.
shines when
Yeah.
you've tried your whole life, and then all of a sudden you're like, this is my last shot, and then they go in there, they give it all they got. There's a show behind that. I
you're
remember.
the best that you can be at the highest level that you've played at that point.
saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what you're
exactly.
shooting for. Even
Yep.
in like the UFC is very similar in this way. Your prime is usually around like early 30s to
Mm-hmm.
late 20s, somewhere in that
Mhm.
range, because your physical acumen meets your mental acumen.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
all the things you
Exactly.
learn technique wise mixed
comes
with
together.
All the training.
and
Days in the gym.
the tool that you've sharpened that is your
Right.
body.
Right. Right.
Like, that
So I
all
praise
kinda-
fighters.
it culminates at a certain point. I think the
Okay.
same thing happens with sports and stuff like that. It happens much younger though.
Okay.
Much
Facts.
younger. You're talking about guys like Patrick Mahomes that what's he like 23,
Dude,
24,
oh,
some
yeah,
shit.
literally
dude.
same
So
age as
young.
me.
He young dude.
Same
We
age as me,
older
dude.
than these ones. I'm older
Clutch,
than that
man.
dude.
I
You
give
feel me?
so much respect to Patrick Mahomes, dude. Great
Lamar
quarterback. I mean, I
Jackson,
don't
You
watch.
know what I'm saying?
I don't get to watch football a lot, but dude, and Lamar Jackson, like I just know those two, man. Like guys that have made like a lot shining light on
is-
football, dude.
It's changing, and I'm.
Man,
It's hopefully things are starting to happen for the best. You
Mhm.
know, I don't know. I can't speak up on nothing because I'm not in no one else's position. I'm just living my life. I'm living this life. But from
Exactly.
what's going on, man, to be honest with you, I don't want there to be an NFL right now. Yo,
Oh, they're
we
doing
gotta-
it.
No,
yeah,
you know they're gonna be.
there shouldn't be,
You
dude.
got- they're gonna do this shit
I-
for sure. They're
I don't
gonna do
wanna-
this shit,
man.
They've
It's-
never even for a second acted like there
I-
wasn't going to be an NFL
Oh,
season.
yeah,
but
dude.
no, they're
never,
not. But
never,
I
dude.
like the
Money.
movements. I like
Money.
that people are starting to speak out, and it's crazy.
Mhm.
The president actually put a little bit of pressure up on the NFL, man, because he's with it.
Yeah.
He with it. He like, I like what's going on. They can do that. Let kneel on that flag if they want. If that's just how they feel it.
It's weird. It's
It's
a
weird
total
at the same time.
360 from what happened like 3 years ago.
It is completely.
But
It's
you
It
gotta
was, is
realize-
that how long ago that stuff all happened? It doesn't feel like that long ago, but it must
It's
have
been-
been.
honestly, it feels that long. I mean, it's been a long
Cap,
time.
Cap hasn't been in the league for at least
It's-
3 years.
Yeah, it's
It's
been
been-
3 years. It's
It's
still
been way before that.
And you
That's
s-
the reason why you think Michael Vick. People ain't talking about Michael Vick being the greatest person. Michael Vick got blackballed out of the NFL because of what his cousin did.
Yeah, because of his cousin.
Because his
Wasn't
cousin
in
did.
town, yeah.
But it wasn't like Vic ran from the problem. He
Mhm.
did his time.
Yeah.
He served his issue.
That
But
one's
you-
different because he did something illegal.
Yeah, he did something
Or he was
illegal.
involved in
He was
something
involved
illegal.
in something illegal.
I don't understand exactly what happened
Yep.
there. My understanding of it is that his cousin was running the whole thing, but he maybe knew about it and was like not really doing anything about it. I don't know. I don't think that's his place to have to.
Exactly, but I feel
I don't know.
and I'm
dude.
not throwing no shade, but you sit over here and got Big Ben, this man, and raped on 3 women, and still got a job.
Preach.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh, because he went through the court system though.
Because he got a Super Bowl.
Well, guys, we
You
gotta
feel me?
think. We
Hey,
gotta
it's
think
because he
here.
won a Super
Because he
Bowl.
wanted to come on.
We got to think
Come
here,
on.
guys. Does the NFL really put the players first? That's really the situation we're looking at.
Cake.
It's all about money. It's
money.
literally we're about to go back and we're about to have a second wave of the coronavirus. What we're looking at, I don't know.
Damn near
Don't
third.
quote me. We're about to have a second,
No,
third,
we
whatever
are.
it may
They keep
be.
opening everything.
Exactly, and we're about to have the NFL. And what is it? They're passing a ball around, guys.
And they're
they got
smacking
sweat,
each
they're
other.
smacking each other. It's like, are we gonna put the players first? Their lives, but we never do that.
Because you got to
As long
realize.
as long as they. Whoa, that came
Snuck
out
up
of
on
nowhere,
you.
I
dude.
saw it. I
Snuck
saw
up
it
on
go
you.
through your body there,
It
dude.
came-
That
that
revert.
came
It
from
went.
the
I really
ass.
watched it. It balled up in his gut.
That
Went
came
all the
from
way
your
up.
ass. That
Dude, it
hurt.
came through my nose first.
Literally. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I can't even remember what I was talking about.
Well, see,
I interrupted you just to burp.
Nick,
God damn it, I'm the worst podcast host.
man, it's all right. I still love you because you're a greatness.
Thank you.
But what we were talking about was
shit.
basically, dude, the NFL. I hope you guys feel the same. You know, they just need to be taking better care of the players. You know,
Yeah.
I remembered, guys.
What was it?
So,
Yup,
like in
I
the
saw something.
UFC, they test all the athletes prior to, and if they test positive for the virus, they're actually quarantined and not allowed to fight.
Come on.
Do the same
see?
thing with the players.
Exactly.
Yup, and they do it pre-game. It's right before the fight.
They do
Right.
it all throughout fight week.
Mhm.
They're all there already, and they
Mhm.
test them many
Exactly.
times.
Literally,
throughout the
right.
fight.
Exactly.
They'll be weighing up, and they'll have the little, the little temperature gun that everybody's doing to see if you have the virus. They'll do that right before the
Okay.
fight. They do that
Okay.
all throughout, like Nick was saying. They'll do it before the fight,
Okay.
the coaching match, just to make sure that they're ready to fight, and that basically they don't spread that. It's just two guys
Yeah.
in a ring.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
literally if two dudes in a ring don't have the virus. That's okay.
That's right.
It's not a lot of people. You're literally looking at two teams full of how many people? You got to think a whole offensive line, a whole defensive line, and you have all these guys running,
Come on.
and then a whole stands full of people.
you
Unless they
gotta
cut the
realize-
stands, and
Well,
NFL is not going to do that.
My understanding is that they are actually not going to have at least full. They are definitely not going to have full capacity
No
for
full
fans,
capacity.
and they may not have fans at all.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. They
Yeah,
they
so
need to
just
do
gonna
that.
have them
so,
just playing football
Right.
and everybody watching at home.
pretty much.
While we're on all this shit, should we just get into some current events?
Well, let's just drop
Current
right in some
events.
current
Yeah,
events.
let's
Let's
drop
just drop
right
right in
events.
some
We
current
We don't have
events.
That sound
Angelica
about
here
right.
today, so this is probably going to get fucked up again. But
We give it a
we'll,
shot.
we'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
what
You know,
the fuck we
we're
can
trying
do
our
with
best.
it.
We're trying our best. We'll try and do
making things happen the way
multitasking.
things happen.
Multitasking.
I have the mouse like 10 feet away from the
But
computer.
guys,
so
it's okay when these current events drop. Just wait for it. Just
you're
wait
not
for
going to
it.
talk.
I'm not.
You're not
Okay,
gonna
ready?
talk
Ready?
on it?
Ready?
I'm not.
Shh, 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 shh.
It's time now for current events.
Oh, he did it! That motherfucker did it! Yeah!
He did it. Folks, this is a momentous occasion.
This is a
Teano,
monument. This is fucking amazing.
you have seriously come leaps and bounds, my friend.
I know, my friend. It's
Growing, my man.
I'm trying, man. I'm
You're
trying, man.
growing, my man.
I'm trying. But
No, while we're
guys,
on the topic, the NBA's coming back.
oh, NBA's coming back.
Yeah, just since we were talking about all this stuff, the NBA's coming back.
Mhm.
They have, is it 22 teams that they're allowing in?
They're allowing a couple of teams in, depending
Wow.
on your
2-team
record.
playoff? Is that
Yeah,
right? Or
some people-
20-team playoff?
Yeah, some people are getting kicked the fuck.
Let me
No
look it up real
way.
quick.
Some.
Will you pass me my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Okay, cool.
and then take the
I'm just
blunt
gonna. I'll
and
look
take the
up
phone.
I'll
So-
look up the specifics on how
So
they're gonna do that.
So they're
playoff bracket.
doing 20. What is the original, guys? There's 24 teams already. Originally,
It's usually 8 teams from the East, 8 teams from the West,
West?
right? Or is it 10 and 10?
I think it's 10 to 10.
It's 10 and 10?
I can't remember.
I really can't remember all the
Black
teams,
community
but
be mad at me. I don't watch.
Yeah, I
I
just-
hate
yeah, I
this
don't
shit,
pay
bro.
enough
I
attention.
don't pay attention only because I know what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I know what it is. This to me is just a fucking new slavery thing, bro.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
it's just this new
the
slavery
NBA,
thing.
bro.
Checking numbers, doing all this shit. I don't care.
They're the
Like, I
highest
don't-
paid athletes
I
in the
don't
world.
fucking
though.
care.
Literally, who
They
the
are.
NBA
Oh, yeah.
players?
NBA players are, yeah.
Oh yeah, because all the sponsorships and
Now, I
deals.
know
Because
there's-
TV
now,
deals.
To,
yeah,
to-
TV deals.
TV
Yep.
deals.
Just not to seem like just a
Yep.
fucking idiot. I know there's
No,
32
I-
teams in the
yeah,
NFL. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm not dumb to the shit. I just don't pay too
Yeah,
much
I-
attention, though.
Yeah,
I don't.
either, dude.
I like.
I
the
love
l-
watching NBA. I just
You'll
don't
tell
pay
me to
attention
name
to
all
teams.
the teams, and I'm gonna name all the teams, but I don't think I'm just about to sit over here and
Yeah.
just.
And watch them all, dude. No, dude.
Here's
We'll
what
watch
I
it.
like. The
It'll take me a little second.
last few games, like the deciding games in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Western Conference Finals, and the finals. That's it.
Damn.
Those the semifinals on both sides and the championship. That's all I want to see. That's all. As far as basketball goes, I don't need a 62 game season. I don't need 7 game series through the first 3 series. Like it takes too long.
I play the video game, bro. I buy 2K. I buy Madden. I play the video game. But if you think I'm going to sit over here, bro, I
Watch
can count in
every
my
team.
time in my life and just some facts, bro. I can't count on my fingers how many games I fully just sat there and watched. I mean, I watch a UFC fight all day long.
Oh yeah, dude,
I
you
watch
have
a fight,
to.
a boxing match.
You
I
gotta watch that all the way through.
I watch that shit all day
You
long.
gotta
Pay
watch
for
that all the
that
way
all
through.
day. But I don't sit there and watch sports
Nah,
like
dude.
that. I don't.
You can come
I
back
don't,
to it
because I sit
look at
over
the
here and
score.
watch a player, star player. Motherfuckers been talking about him all their career, their whole life. He get hurt, but you know what happens when he get hurt?
That's done. That's done, dude. They usually
On
get
to
cut
the
from the
fucking
team.
next one.
Yep, you're cut from the team, dude.
You
You're
feel
done.
me?
You know your
And then you
millions are
gotta-
gone. Your money's gone. You got this mansion. You got the mortgage. You got to pay all this stuff. You didn't fuck your whole life. It happens a lot to a lot of players. You know, you not even just that. It's like a lot of players just don't know how to handle money.
I can't be me. I can't be me. They made Cam Newton. Oh my goodness, the year that the Broncos beat the fucking Panthers. Do you not understand? They took that way further than where they need to go. They went to bring in so much heat and pressure within Cam Newton just being the black man in the position he was in. You know
That's
what
ridiculous,
I'm saying?
dude.
And I don't like it. I hated it. They was making
Yeah.
everything just so wrong. Everything was
Yeah.
It was Black Panther parties. It was Huey this. It was nothing. It wasn't just football.
Yeah.
They didn't like
Yeah.
how Cam Newton danced. They
Cam
didn't like
was-
his
Cam was
smile.
a good kid
He didn't like
before.
They
him
didn't like his
dabbing.
swag.
His
They-
attitude.
But you can
I
get
loved it.
But you can get Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. You can get these people that can just be so fucking aggressive assholes. They could just be what they want to be.
Vocally vote for Trump.
Vocally, you could be what they want. Peyton Manning's could be, you know what I'm saying? The Brett Favre's, they could be what they want.
Yep.
But what? Who's saying that it's wrong? Come on, man.
Saying
Come on.
it just ain't right, man. It's like there needs to be. This is the time where we need
changed
to
that, man.
reestablish this. We need to reestablish a lot of this. The NFL, the NBA, a lot of this we need to just reestablish, like we're doing with many things right now. Just the whole world, really. And it's that time, and it's really
Come on.
that time. But here, let's go ahead and move on to something different, guys.
So just to clear up the NBA
yeah,
thing,
please.
there's 16 teams for the NBA playoff, and I believe they're doing like a short warm-up period before
That's what I
that.
thought.
So I'm not sure if they're going to be just playing like a couple exhibition games or if they're regular season games. But they've already decided who's making the playoffs. 16 teams.
Okay. So 16. So keep an eye out for 16 teams. They're going to be there. We don't really know when, but they're going to be firing that back
If I
up.
can,
That's
you
gonna
can
be-
name them. Like, if I can name some teams that I would know.
Yeah,
off
probably
there,
Golden
but
State. You already know Miami Heat. A lot
I
of teams
don't
like
even
that. They're going to be in there.
The
I don't even
Milwaukee and Los Angeles have the number 1 seed on either side of the bracket. And
Of
the
course.
Lakers.
Lakers,
The Lakers,
of course.
In the number 2 slot on the East, you've got Toronto. And on the West is going to be the LA Clippers.
LA running shit.
And then Denver, the number 3 spot. And
Denver,
Boston
baby.
in the number 3 spot. in the East.
303 in the
Yep.
house, baby. Denver, baby.
303.
Let's go Nuggets.
Let's go, Nuggets.
Jokic is going to fuck you fools up, all right?
Yup.
All right?
Okay.
I don't know shit about the Nuggets. Anyway,
Neither do I.
moving on.
I'm just from the home
Oh,
team.
guys,
should
I got
we,
a great.
what are we smoking?
I know we
forgot
need to. I was gonna mention it. I was
yeah.
like, guys, we didn't even mention what we're smoking on. But here, let me tell you.
Let's backtrack.
So yeah, let's backtrack. I've got. I brought this in, dude. Small little jar. I got myself a little bit.
Wait.
Mean.
Should we try? Should we try to guess?
Oh yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try to guess.
Try
Smell
to
it,
guess what
smell
I
it.
was. I'm gonna try to guess.
Give it a little sniff and then
Give it a
toss
little
that my
sniff.
way.
Give it a little sniff. I brought something nice in from the shop. It was the best indica, I believe, that we've got in the shop or had in the shop because it flew off the shelf because I was selling that shit like crazy.
I know I've smoked this before.
I've
As
smoked
soon
this
as I
before.
smelled it, I was like, damn it, I know what you are. Just,
I tried to,
Mhm.
because I.
It's so nice to legally be able to sell weed. I love it.
I know what this
Some of the
is,
days where it's
Teano.
illegal. Here, guess it.
Jure, do you have a guess?
Go ahead and guess. Go ahead and guess
I'm
first,
off. I
Trey.
said lemon.
What do you
I
think?
said lemon haze.
Let-
But I'm off.
Nah, way off.
Way
Indica. I'll give you indica. Go ahead and give it a retry. Name an indica that you might know.
Oh, good God, Jesus.
I think I actually do know
gumbo.
You do know?
Nope.
No,
I don't know.
Nope. Here, go
I
ahead.
don't
Nick.
know.
I'm probably wrong, but is this Northern Lights?
Nope. You're close. You're close. I think it is across from Northern Lights. Actually, it's actually Hell's Fire.
I think I wouldn't have guessed that shit.
Interesting. I never
Yup,
would have
it's
guessed
called
I wouldn't have
Hell's
guessed
Fire,
that
dude. I
shit.
know you wouldn't guess that from the name. It's kind
I
of like
smoke too much
it's got a really
weed.
diesel, dude. It's got a diesely smell. You'd think it is kind of like a lemonade, dude.
Diesel.
Yeah, it's got a really diesely aroma. It's dude, such a great weed, bro. A really good heavy high, dude. Your indica, bro, puts you to sleep. Love it.
It's
Fucking
nice.
delicious.
It tastes fantastic.
Tastes
I'm trying to
super
tell you.
good. Very good.
I'm trying
Delicious.
to tell you.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what
Frosty
that
Nugs.
stuff is. It was some ground flour at this place.
Oh,
that
it's amazing.
it tastes good.
Dude, that's
That
good too.
shit-
But that tastes good.
They just sort of name it whatever they want. It's called Candy Constellation with
Oh.
2 Ks.
With 2 Ks? Oh shit,
Right?
you can taste that
When
candy.
I bought it, I was
You
like,
can taste
that is
that.
1 K
That's
short
1K short from you saying some shit.
of
Hold
me
up.
not buying this weed. Is it an indica with a K? Because I can't buy that
can't
weed.
buy that weed.
Nick had to look
You
around and he
trying
was
to get
like,
me fucked up, huh?
sir, I don't. You sure I could get that?
Shit.
He's like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
I live in the barrio. I'm the only white guy here. I can't be fucking around and making those
can't be
kind of
fucking around.
mistakes.
You'd have brought that label in here like, what the fuck is this, Nick? You didn't read this shit when you got it?
You would've been like, the fuck?
Y'all know I don't know how to read.
Like, what
Like, I
is
know you
reading?
do. Like,
What
I
is
know.
reading?
What the fuck? I know you know how to read.
All right, but
What is this?
here, boys, here. I brought this in today. So we've got, you guys know Ja Rule.
Yeah.
You know, after Eminem then shit on his ass, dude, and his career was, gone down a little bit, and then he tried to host a festival a couple of years ago, and it got canceled, and a lot of stuff's been going on for Ja Rule.
I
Chappelle
don't know
mentioned
nothing
him in
about
his
that.
846
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, why they on my nigga
yo.
like that, man?
And
Why
Ja
they on
Rule's-
Rule
oh,
like
Who
shit.
gives
that?
a fuck what Ja Rule thinks?
Ah, it's fucked
Yeah,
up.
dude,
Yeah.
nobody really
That
cares.
was a terrible Dave Chappelle impression, but
It was close. It was close, but Ja Rule be just doing shit. This fool, Ja Rule films wacky low budget commercial for a Greek restaurant. And
oh god,
Just
no.
take a look.
Well, when they trying to
Should
get
we
his
play-
bag up or
should
something,
we play this
Let's
audio
go
for
ahead
the
and play the
podcast?
audio for
Ultimate
the crowd
Hustle?
here. Let me go ahead and play
he's
the
trying to
audio.
get his bag up.
Go ahead and plug that in.
Yup,
Yeah, we
yup.
can't do the video because all this shit is copyrighted, and we are like super young on YouTube, and I don't want to get in any trouble.
Yeah, so we're trying to play it safe.
I'm gonna play it on the safe side. Well, that's not working, is it?
Wait a minute. Let me see that. Nope. Let me see that. Wow. Cause you got that thick ass case on.
I know you guys do. That's what happens.
Take that thick ass case off. You fucking with the
There's
audio.
a chance we might have to pause this, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Try it again.
Nah.
Still nothing?
Nah.
Aww.
You messing with the audio. Man, you fucking some shit up.
I'm just gonna delete all that audio. We'll be fine.
I'm weak.
Should have tested it before.
It's
Well,
good for the
T,
video though.
That's a technical fault on our part. There's got to be a way for that to work. Is the problem?
I know, dude. Here, you know what? We'll just do it the old school way. Kind of like it.
Yeah, why not?
Why not, bro? Brings back great memories. So what we'll do is we'll just put it up in the mic here.
I know what the problem is, fellas.
What happened?
Yo, Nick, I'm gonna need to
Tell me what happened.
Whatever. We'll just roll with it.
Nick,
Yup.
we're gonna have to switch blunts. I'm gonna need a blunt of that.
This is what happens when you're stoners trying to make a
I'm gonna need a
podcast.
blunt of that shake before I leave for the road. I ain't gonna
Please.
fucking lie to you.
It's good,
This
right?
motherfucker tastes just magnificent.
It's nice in a blunt.
I need it. I gotta smoke it in a blunt. I need it for the road because after this, I gotta go get me some chicken.
Okay.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
you said I need some chicken. I need some Slim's chicken.
Mhm.
That's Slim's chicken.
All
All
right.
right. Here, let me play this.
Do I
real
have to
quick.
shut up now?
No, I don't know.
All right, here. This damn.
So this is Ja Rule doing a wacky Greek commercial.
I'm
Is that-
weak.
Yeah, yo.
Is that the
fucking-
headline of the article?
My bad,
Yeah,
y'all.
doing this fucking Greek commercial.
My bad. This
Okay.
is not professional.
We are fucking up today, but it's
Yeah,
all
we're
right.
fucking
that's
up.
all right.
Fucking up.
Christo's got the best motherfucking gyros. You ever ate your life so good that when it thinks you got to have Peters. My Christo Peters. They got everything. I'ma just give you a rundown of some of my favorites. They got tzatziki. Hold on. Octopi tequila. Well, but it's good. Apple albano soup. And they got pasta. I'm telling you, come on down to Papa Cristo. You can't even pronounce the food. It's so good. Show 'em what you
Jesus.
fucking with, Pop. Show 'em how you do it.
But you tip.
You guys have to go watch this video.
You tell me though that you ain't trying to go there and get something to eat though.
I
You
want
tell
some
me
of
you
those.
wouldn't go in that motherfucker and go get something to eat.
Gyros, as he
So,
said.
yeah,
Some of them gyros.
Some of
That's the
those
gist.
gyros.
And it just keeps going on with this ridiculousness of Ja Rule.
my
So yeah,
God.
that was the commercial.
Tzatziki and the fucking
Oh, you know what the fuck this is, but
yeah,
it's delicious, nigga.
If you can't even pronounce it, it's so good.
Tell me why you.
Dude.
I'll go.
Bro.
I'll go. That's nice.
Bro.
I like that.
Bro,
That was original.
And you want to
I
know?
apologize to our listeners. They are apparently rebuilding an entire fucking building right next door.
That virus got meant for
Oh my
coronavirus.
gosh,
Let
dude.
your ass get innovative. You could do
Man.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah. A generator and a lot of banging going on, so I apologize for the background noise. I'll yell at them later. Hey, we record a podcast over here that we don't make any money for.
You son of a
Stop
bitch.
improving your home.
Stop
Hey
improving
kids,
your
get that
home.
racket down.
Stop it. We
Stop
trying to
the
get
horseplay.
subscribers and your ass out there trying to do some extra shit.
Banging and hollering, making all this fucking noise.
And then 15 minutes, we're going to hear someone go through some shit. I'm not going to help them either.
No.
We're going to continue doing our thing.
No.
Damn
First off,
straight.
I'm too high to help them. I'm not going to get into that situation. I'm fuck around and be in the same situation you in. Went in there to help you and it fell right up on your ass. Now we both in there fucked up.
Stuck.
Bruh,
Stuck.
fucking done for, dude.
Can't
That's the
do
start
it.
of a porno right there.
Speaking of a porno, Virgin Galactic will help train astronauts for NASA.
Wait, Virgin Galactic? Is that
that took a quick ass fucking turn.
Virgins don't do porn? I'm confused.
Man.
Yep,
All
that's
right.
exactly it.
So, this is from CNN Business. SpaceX won't be the only private company bringing people to the International Space Station. Virgin Galactic announced Monday that it has signed a deal with NASA to train private astronauts and coordinate potential trips to the ISS. Shares of Virgin Galactic soared more than 10% on the news. The stock has surged nearly 45% so far in 2020. So is this Virgin Galactic, are they associated with like Virgin Airlines? Is that the same?
I don't know, and that's the thing that I need to study here is like we're Virgin Galactic. I was trying, and they don't even mention anything about them in the article. That they literally just say that company or I don't know place or business, I don't know, organization, since they're with NASA, is just funding that. So I guess people are going to start being just random people astronauts, dude.
Well, it's a little
Not
more
fucking with it.
complicated than that.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
So
They got
this
it.
program will include identifying candidates interested in purchasing private astronaut missions to the ISS, the procurement of transportation to the ISS, on orbit resources and ground resources.
Interesting.
So it's not like you could just fly up there.
Yeah, you got to
Right.
know what you're doing. You got to be a scientist, have actual intelligence and knowledge of what's going on.
Well, it's a non-government funded company doing those errands for the government. So it's
Yep.
not just NASA anymore.
Yep.
So you have SpaceX doing stuff that's similar to that, Boeing that's doing stuff similar to that. And
That's
it
awesome. All
actually,
these companies.
yeah, and it mentions in this article that Virgin Galactic will likely need the services of SpaceX or aerospace giant Boeing, which is developing the Starliner space capsule and has invested $20 million in Virgin Galactic to actually get astronauts to the space station.
Interesting.
So current astronauts.
Huh.
You and I can't get up there
Dang,
as much
man.
as I want to.
You know I wanted to, dude.
I
It's
got
from
excited when you said that.
Yeah, it's from playing that
I
Oculus
don't
Quest
get
game.
I'm not getting that high. You got me fucked up.
Oh,
You're not
Dre,
going to
you don't
space?
want to be astronaut high?
No.
Bro, you don't want to
Come
like
on,
go
man.
float
Fuck
around in
no.
space?
Dude,
No.
Dre, you're
Let your-
astronaut high every
no.
day.
Bro, can
Fuck
you
no.
imagine?
No. I'm good. No.
What,
fuck
dude?
no.
What, you wouldn't enjoy being out there and just drift?
Hell, just drift and knowing my luck in my life, I drift too fucking far. No, I'm just drifting in space.
It's gonna be,
No, you don't just go outside.
Knowing my fucking luck, somehow I'd be out there.
yeah, bro.
Hang on,
We'll-
dude.
We'll make sure we have the tether to you.
Fuck
Yeah.
all of that. No.
That's true.
Let me get
Yeah,
my
you gotta
life
tether.
luck. Let me get my life luck better.
It's
Let
a
me
little
get
rope.
my life luck better, and maybe I go up to space with y'all's ass.
Just
I
a
swear.
loose little tether. Just
Dang, fam. It'd be some
Dang.
Fantastic Four shit happen to us if we go up there fucking around with me. We in there. No, I'm
Seattle,
good.
Nick and Dre in space. Coming this June.
Come
Yeah.
back. No, fuck no.
Jumping
Come
out
back
there, coming to go to get you.
superheroes and shit.
Got
No,
Nick grabbing my leg.
no, fuck no. I'm good. I'm scared. I'm
I
scared
understand
talking
why.
about it.
If we were in a horror movie, you know you'd be the first one to die.
Me, I'm
sorry,
gonna
Dre.
live. I'm out that bitch. The first little step on the twig. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Trey.
I'm gonna tell you.
Sorry.
Have
Alright,
you forgotten
gone.
how horror movies work?
I already know where this shit set up. You think you got everything booby trapped? Me sitting here ain't gonna fucking work.
They always kill the black guy first.
That's the
Yeah.
shitty part, dude.
'Cause
They
they
always do.
kill the
They
black guy
always,
first.
but
Always.
you know,
Why?
if black people made movies, it wouldn't be no movie. If the black person did what a black person would do in real life, that movie would be over as soon as that shit started.
He wouldn't be a member of the crew. He'd just be out of there.
I'm
If
out
the
that
black
bitch.
person made
That's
the
how I would
movie,
be.
then it'd be me, you, and Nick, me, Dre, and then all of a sudden it's the twig snaps, and I'm looking back like Dre, and it's Dre, where'd you
the
go?
fuck is you
Dre-
at?
Dre?
No, this is how with the shit I am. You feel me? You learn this being in the neighborhood and everything. See, you don't have to be a gang member to get hood awareness. That's just one thing you don't get. That's the reason why I'm still breathing till this day. I know when to fight and I know when to get the fuck out of there because something don't feel right. You feel me? That works for
Got a
me.
sixth sense.
I got a sixth because that's what it is. Come on. That's what
Dude.
animals do.
Yeah.
That's what a lion does.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what gorillas do.
Oh yeah.
They don't stay at every fucking
Oh
fight.
yeah, bro.
When you know you ain't got that advantage, nigga, get the fuck up out of there. Get the fuck up out of there.
Go
By
on, dude.
all means.
Go on.
If I gotta shoot, drive, run, I gotta get out of
Hoofing
there. Come on.
Hoofing it, dude.
So no space for Dre.
No space for Ray.
No.
Okay.
No space for Ray.
Well, that's a bummer.
No space
That's
for
all
Ray.
right. Dre can be ground control.
Ground
Yeah,
control to Major T.
My mission control to ground control.
Facts.
Check ignition and may God's love be with you.
This is what happened when y'all smoke too much
I know,
fucking
dude.
weed. Y'all gotta get it together. Pull it together.
I am
I
together.
can see your faces. Y'all faces just melting.
I am. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, dude. I usually don't
Y'all
get
know
up
this
this
is how I
early and just
normally
start
feel
smoking.
this early. I feel like this every morning.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Every morning.
All right, shout out to all the Keystoners. It's 4:20,
Indeed.
somewhere. What time? Let's talk about times of smoking. What are the
Yes.
ample times of when you smoke, Dre?
When you wake up to when you go to sleep.
Because we talked about how much we smoke. We talk about ounce and week.
One time I woke up and blew some smoke out my mouth. I don't know if I don't know if I lit some shit while I was asleep. You feel me? I don't know.
I can just hold on, guys. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
no.
Let me paint the picture.
Bro,
Let me paint the
no.
picture.
You feel me?
I'd imagine Dre. He's in the night before
Man.
holding his lady, smoking his shit, fall asleep, ultimate on ghost it, sleeps, wakes up. That shit's still burning some here. Oh, the shit
think-
goes out. He's like, oh shit. All right, let's go. Let's go to the day.
I'm sorry, sir, I
Dre,
could've
I'm not a
drank toilet
medical
water.
professional, but I think you may need to see a doctor about sleep apnea. I don't think you took a breath until you woke up.
All right. Oh, that was a God hit right
No,
there.
homie. He holds the record for holding a hit for about a good 6 hours.
And I don't even know
guy's
how
an
the
animal.
smoke stayed in there. You
Yeah.
stupid.
It just stays
Nah,
in there.
but
And
that
you
ass,
don't
I
want to go to
I don't
space.
know if it was just like a literally split moment thing. Like I
Yeah.
was just that high to where I hit some shit, doze off for a little
Yeah.
minute, woke back up,
Bro.
type of shit. Probably,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I know, nigga, I was asleep.
It's
Yeah.
fun
I
to
was
think
out of
Yeah,
about
dude.
Yeah.
holding a
it
hit
is.
in
Yeah.
somehow all night.
Uh,
I was in math class one day. I was probably 16 years old. Everybody's got a story like this, I'm sure.
yeah.
We smoked weed at lunch. This class was right after lunch period. Came in, little stony,
And you
know.
said this was high school?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I ain't smoke weed yet.
I was probably 16 or
Not
17.
shit.
I was
some
hoping
shit.
about,
I
I
ain't
was
smoking
hoping
about-
about 16.
I was probably
smoke-
17.
I ain't smoked weed until my junior year when I
Okay.
moved to Texas. Yeah.
Sitting at the desk, doing math.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. You know, I've always been a pretty functioning stoner. I burped.
Weed and some smoke
Bro,
came
we
out.
burped.
Fucking
We
smoke came out, dude.
Motherfucker, we
Oh,
burped.
wait.
Mother-
And when I
we
tell
burped.
you that this is not the teacher you wanted to do that in front
to
of,
do that in front
Dude,
of.
I immediately was just like,
Bro. Vape pen?
waving the
Vape pen?
air.
This was
You
before
can
vape
smell
pens.
that.
It was before
You can
vape
smell
pens.
that.
Oh, dude, this is before vape pens. This is
Before
like
dispensaries. This is before all of that shit, bro.
This was before.
I wasn't thinking.
This was Reggie and Dro areas.
I just
you
burped.
feel me?
You know, you burp,
This is
but you don't realize sometimes when you take a
hit
hit.
that shit and you
Yeah,
actually
dude.
hit
See,
that
that was one of those
motherfucker.
weed burps, dude. That was literally one of those weed burps that you just did in front of your teacher. I just saw it.
Bro,
Fucking
it was
crazy, man.
it was the scariest thing in the world. Marty Leibenguth. I will never forget this one.
Marty Leiben.
She was 6'2". She was very stern, very smart, but she was also the women's basketball coach.
Oh, yeah. She's
Varsity. She didn't fuck around, dude.
Sit the fuck down.
If she would have seen me, dude, I would have gone to jail probably.
went to jail.
She's that kind of. She would have called the SRO down there and been like, I could smell it. He was smoking reefers. Go check his car.
Smoking reefers,
bro. And I remember in Tennessee, dude. Let me tell you a story back, dude. They did it. They had the cops come to our school, literally stop class, search everybody's backpacks, dude, because they thought people had weed or some stuff, dude, and people got caught. And it was really crazy, dude. It was deep, dude. Speaking on another story of that topic, going to one of my homies back in the day. I was growing up. This homie literally, he was like, dude, you want to know something? My mom smoked so many cigarettes. Watch this. He literally, my homie breathes, and he was breathing cigarette smoke. I was like, holy shit, dude, your mom smokes that many cigarettes?
Jesus, dude.
I was like,
it's bad. I don't understand the smoking inside thing.
Yeah, dude,
This
super bad.
Oddly enough, this is the only time I usually smoke weed even inside.
You don't think about it.
Almost always go outside.
Yep. I had to throw my air conditioner on. Shout out to smokers that you know this. It gets packs in there, hot box.
Why we got a fan in the back?
Hot
I
box.
smoke. I pay too much fucking money to go outside. And I don't get it twisted. I'll go outside and enjoy the beautiful bird. Yeah, I crack all my windows.
Of course. You gotta
crack my windows.
Yeah.
I hit my incense.
You don't want to gas out the people
I
above
hit
you.
my incense. I do my sage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I air it out. Yeah, I got my whole situation.
You have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that here.
You don't got to worry about that.
This is a
You ain't
separate.
lying.
Yeah.
You Gucci. You
I
feel
got
me?
nobody else to worry about.
I
Well,
go
yeah, you
outside,
just don't want to
but it's
smell
just-
like super
and then I
dank.
go outside. No, don't get it
Yeah.
twisted. I go outside a lot and just smoke, walk around,
Yeah.
smoke. But I don't get as high as I want when I'm fucking outside smoking.
yeah, dude, I
because
get
the
high,
fucking
yeah.
air and the earth ain't put in
Yup.
on my shit. It
Damn
ain't even buy
straight.
my shit with me.
Yup.
So nigga, the wind ain't gonna smoke my shit
Yup.
with me. I hate smoking.
and
outside.
Why not, bro?
We're law-abiding citizens. We like to stay inside while smoking. Shout out to doing that.
Fuck that. I'm on my property.
Hey, on your property,
Come
of course.
back here. Come back here and tell me I can't smoke a joint. Then we'll have a conversation.
We'll have a good
Yeah.
combo.
You can have a conversation with my crowbar.
Yep.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
If
I'm
you are
joking.
smoking on your property, you can definitely do that. I don't mind that. Just
No,
don't be
I'm
just going.
Don't hit a cop with a crowbar. That's.
I mean, yeah, you
I
should
was-
do that.
I was joking.
It was rash. It was rash.
It's a bad time to make that joke.
I wouldn't
It's
even,
pent up
man.
frustrations. It's okay. It's okay.
Man.
Everybody's in that same boat. But dude,
On my mama. You ain't
Bro.
lying?
I'm like
Come
fucking
on.
William Wallace in that movie about the Scots. What? God damn it! What is that movie called? Mel Gibson.
I'm trying to remember, dude.
Help me! Help me! Help you! Help me! Help you!
God, I can't remember, bro.
They're fighting for Scotland's
Stone.
freedom. Freedom.
You know we're gonna remember
His
right
face is
after
all
this.
painted
We always
Braveheart.
do.
Braveheart.
Bro, oh my gosh.
baby.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
All right. Took me a second.
You
So
got
you
it though.
He got it though.
I wasn't gonna fucking get it.
I know, dude. I was trying to remember, but man,
Wasn't gonna
fucking
get it.
what? 6 blunts in.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Nah.
Speaking of smoking weed
Yeah.
outside and sharing your weed with the wind, we were talking about this before the podcast about like experiences with otherworldly things.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm glad you brought that up.
So this
Good.
is, I'll start just the wind. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So Jere was talking to me about an experience that he was having the other day, and I happened to bring up this situation I had years and years ago. This dude that I was really good friends with overdosed and died, and I found out about it a couple weeks after it happened. And I'm talking 10 minutes after I found out, I got on my bike and was headed home, and I was going under this tunnel, and I just got hit with this hot wind. Like this just hot air, not warm,
Not warm, not
like
cold.
a
It wasn't
nice
like
breeze.
A cold breeze.
It-
no.
It was like 50 degrees out, and it was like hot, but there's no cars around. There's nothing.
Nothing to give that heat.
Sure, it was probably just like a vent somewhere in the tunnel that was letting out heat. Sure, I'll hear that. But I
Maybe.
mean, dude, it made the hairs stand up on my arms, and as soon as I felt it for a couple seconds, and then it almost felt like it went back around me and shot back through the tunnel, like in front of me.
Yeah.
and it felt like Antonio was just coming down and being like, "Hey, bro, it's all good."
What's that, bro? I'm straight.
Yup,
Just
the
gave me a
homie
quick
was,
little hug.
Get a
Took
little
off.
pat
hug,
on the
bro,
back,
and I'm
dog.
darting up out this bitch.
Like
I'll
I'm not.
tap on the shoulder, homie.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, "Oh, I saw all this crazy stuff."
Right,
Oh, yeah,
nah,
of course,
I felt
dude.
him there, but it was just like this weird moment of like, it's 50 degrees outside. Why
Why
did I just get hit with this
get a
90
little
degree
hot
blast of air?
flash?
And-
A
And
straight hot flash in this motherfucker.
and Nick's a guy that doesn't really believe in ghosts. He's
No.
you know, he's not a spiritual guy. He doesn't really, you know, I mean,
Those ghost hunter shows make me laugh.
Yeah,
I
Right,
get high
right.
and laugh at those.
And they crack me up. And one thing though that I do believe, see, I'm spiritual. I am a spiritual being.
Yeah.
And people gonna find this out about me. You know what I'm saying? But man, my daughter, I tell people, kids, children, they see spirits. They see the elders. People get mad when you're like, oh, my baby didn't get to meet his grandfather, his grandma.
Yo.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Cause they gonna meet them. They see them. They talk to them the whole nine.
Yup.
Getting at where I'm getting at, my daughter, because my daughter's 4. I have a 4-year-old daughter,
Mhm.
and my wife, she lost her dad. I lost my grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And she only has 2 grandpas left, which is my father and his father. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, she for some odd reason told my wife, that she was talking to her grandpa and wanted to go see him. And my wife was like, what? But your father's father? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she's like, nah. And she pointed at the wall. And my wife, she has a project on the wall to where it's our last name is done. And she cut out pictures of her family, us, our loved ones, the ones that's gone, and she put it within the letters.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
it's pretty dope. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna take a picture, show y'all. But she's like, him. And so my wife is like, him? Like, yeah, him. And she was pointing at her dad. You know
Yup.
what I'm saying? So, like, I got my wife a moon. That's a little dope ass little moon. It lights up. It's dope. It got his face on it. Say world's greatest father. You know what I'm saying? On the back. It's dope. It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter wanted to sleep with it. She wanted to sleep with it. She don't ever sleep with much but her little Minnie Mouse, with you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
last
little
night,
stuffed animal.
yeah, like she just wanted to sleep with it. Like the whole
All of a
moon.
sudden.
Yeah, she had to
dog,
sleep with
out
the
of
whole moon.
nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere. She just had to sleep with the moon. So I wake up, you know, we talking this morning. She was like, "Yep, man. Yeah, daddy, talk to grandpa." Because my baby talks to me. She talks to me. It's like, you talk to grandpa? She was like, yeah. But she being a kid. She just playing. She just on about her business. She just doing her thing, jumping on the bed, doing her thing. But she not realizing her third eye woke. She's up.
Yup.
She don't realize what you were
Yup.
just doing.
One of 2 things, like a super active imagination, or she's fucking seeing this.
and
dude,
she's seen,
man.
and
See
then
this-
she,
they
man,
believe
she
kids can see this
can't,
shit,
but she
dude.
can't help but seeing. I know it.
When
I
you're an
know it.
adolescent age.
Because you got to realize sometimes you may see a loved one. Because
Yeah.
think about it, you'll go to a grocery store walking, and then you see somebody and be like, oh, my bad. You look like somebody I knew. You look
Yup.
like somebody but
Yup.
they
It's
gone
like
now.
seeing a ghost.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
What makes you think you didn't really just truly see that person real quick one time?
Damn, that's real shit.
What
I've
makes you think, though?
softened on that stuff so much in recent years where like certain things are just too coincidental. And if people are so willing to believe in like certain crazy religions or certain cults,
Right.
like what is so crazy about thinking that there might be some dude having
Come
done
on.
a fair amount of
Yup.
psychedelics? I
Yup.
feel like
Come on,
there's
G.
something else out there.
Yup.
I'm not saying
Yup.
there's a god or there's like spirits or anything like that, but a friend of mine told me that they did DMT and might have met a couple people.
I'm
Yup. I'm
weak.
telling
I
you
bet.
this. The way I can phrase it, guys,
But
is
there's something going on.
there's
man.
a different dimensional plane. That's the way I could try to explain it. Basically, we all live on a dimensional plane, and this is the one here. And then
3
science-
dimensions.
Yep, 3 dimensions. And you got to think that there's a dimension where ghosts exist. It's the in between. It's got to be. I
It is.
mean, you know, it's that kind of limbo.
Purgatory.
It's called limbo, of what they like to say.
There's a reason why I don't watch certain scary movies. Because don't get it twisted. It's not the fact that it's scary. It's not scary. It's just certain doors I'm not willing to open.
You don't want
You
to.
feel me? Because a lot of people don't speak on this. Do you know a lot of people that go and they go on these they do these movies, those paranormal movies. A lot of times they come back and they're not the same
Paranormal
motherfucker.
activity, is that what you're talking about?
And not even paranormal activity. It's more
Ghost
of the
adventures, dude.
the hunting Emily Rose, the shit like that, the last exorcisms, the true within the demons getting to the it
Nope.
brings open doors.
Well, guys,
I believe that. I'm spiritual.
I want to give
Yeah.
some respect to Ghost Adventures, because the dude man, I shout him out. I'm trying to remember his name, but I'm stoned. You could look it up. But he owns a museum. Zach That's his name. He made a haunted museum of all the most haunted items in pretty much the known world.
Yeah.
And dude, it's insane, dude.
Catch me anywhere but there.
Yeah.
Dude,
Anywhere but there.
Angelica's
Anywhere.
been to it twice, and she's told me that some of the rooms she's went into, she just feels a heavy presence.
She's not
It
allowed
just,
to touch me anymore.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
it just
So, like,
it
I'm gonna bring my
becomes
sage,
super.
but I'm gonna wipe her down. I'm
Dude.
so spiritual, bro. You don't understand. My daughter, when she sleep or when she's laying down, I'll just literally wipe off the icky shit. And I'm so spiritual. It may sound weird to y'all, but I
Yup.
can just feel the bad vibe. I can just pull the bad vibes right
Guys,
up off her
you
ass.
want me to tell you
I
something?
swear for God.
Let me tell you something real quick. Length of silence. When she went there, she explained this to me. Some of the items, they put sage around them. You guys know sage. It doesn't really burn. It doesn't really, decease. You just let
Smolders.
it. Yeah, it doesn't do any
It's
of
like
that.
incense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sits there. He put regular sage, just not plain, not burnt, anything. Just let it sit there. You can see the decay on the sage. You could see like just decay and like
Yeah.
just death right on it, and it's crazy because that's just
Yeah.
it literally just shows. It just goes to show that shouldn't happen. It's just a spiritual phenomenon that's just it's unexplainable.
I was
when you
thinking
see it.
about buying a gun for protective purposes against humans. Now I'm going to buy a gun for humans and ghosts.
And
Yeah.
it
So
just,
if anybody knows of any ghost bullets,
I'm
Amazon sponsored
all
Ghost
spiritual.
Adventure guns. You
You know,
know,
I'm with you, 'cause
or
it's just-
Amazon,
that's when you just
know?
get all
there a 2-day
get
waiting
get in
period?
tune
Yeah.
with yourself, get spiritual.
Maybe
'Cause it's something that
Ghostbusters.
a ghost attached and spirits and demons attached to the weak. They're attached to something that they can get to, something
Yup.
that's grasping fear.
Yup.
A lot of things is on fear. When you are spiritual and within you into yourself, I'm the motherfucker that'll be with a
Thank
demon.
you,
like, let's
Dre.
go.
That's-
Give me some.
Yup.
Give me
Square up.
some.
Yup.
Square
You
up
fight
with
it.
me.
You gotta fight it.
Come
Square
on.
up, you
'Cause I'm
translucent
telling you, the
fuck.
spiritual shit
Yup.
is it's something else.
straight.
Like me, like my grandpa, like back to like my life story. If y'all didn't know, like my grandpa, man, he went to dialysis, did the whole 9, whatever. They do
Uh-huh.
that shit. That's what it is. But we didn't bring him to no nursing home. Hell no. He brought his ass back to the house. We watched him, came back from Texas, got to watch him, take care of him, do the thug thizzle. You doing my thing, like a grandson's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know? So the day before he died, a day before, like 2 days before he died, he kept talking about all these people. He's talking to me. He's talking
Dude,
about all
telling
these
me
damn
about
people.
the story,
Yeah.
dude. I remember,
like,
bro. Oh my gosh.
I ain't never met them. I never met them. So I go
Yup.
to my grandma, like, who are these people? She go, baby, they died in the 60s. They died in the 70s. I'm like,
Wow.
why he talking to me about them?
Yo, that's
Because he's
just
talking about
crazy.
he's talking to them.
Yup.
It's almost
So-
like he's in between.
Like he's
right
Yup.
yeah,
now.
like he's
Limbo.
literally was
Like I
in
tell
limbo.
you,
Like he
boys,
was
you're in
there,
limbo.
but he was still kind of here. But
Yup.
you can tell. I know
The
my
in
grandpa.
between.
He wasn't here. So like the
Mhm.
day that he died, I was like, all right, grandpa, let's get up. Because just the day before he was talking. So I'm like, all right, grandpa, let's get up. Let's go take you to the bathroom. I'm trying to pick him up. Man, you weigh more than my grandpa. Y'all made more than my grandpa did. You know what I'm saying? He was about y'all's weight. Actually, I can pick y'all up. I can be able to pick y'all up. Shit, I had to call my brother. Like, hey, man, Jack, come in. Come help me pick grandpa up. I can't pick this dude up. I can't. He's heavy. Dead weight. He was already gone. So I pick him up, put him on the toilet. Shoot, the nurse came and was like, oh, baby, you might as well go ahead and lay him back on down. He ain't responding to much. Before he actually went, I'm outside. You know me, I ain't trying to see this shit. He
No.
laid
Yeah,
in,
dude.
tucked in. I ain't
Yeah,
trying to see this
positive
shit.
guy, man. He's trying to stay uplifted.
They say everyone take their last breath. But have you
Yeah.
ever felt someone take their last breath?
Boy.
It fucked your life up,
No.
G. Because I'm outside, I'm sitting on the curb.
Damn.
And the moment his last breath took, I just started bawling. He's in the
Damn,
bed.
man.
So I'm start bawling. My bro come in and say,
Yeah.
Grandpa, and I'm like, I already fucking know. Already know.
Yo.
Already know. Don't even
Yo, you
already
ain't
know. I
gotta
feel
tell
it.
me.
You feel me? I tear up because
Damn.
it's facts.
Man,
I
that's
ain't scared
crazy,
to cry.
bro.
It's YouTube. I don't care. It's facts.
Man,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
facts,
I felt
man.
it.
Feel
I
He's
it.
with you,
live.
man.
He's with me.
He's
He
with
with
you,
me
dog.
now. You know what
He
I'm
with you
saying?
now,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Tell
And
the story,
with
dog.
my Latino family and our Latinas, you don't realize they speak. They speak them.
Dia de
Delano
los
Hope.
Muertos.
Delano Roosevelt Hope. I
Yup.
speak your name. You know what I'm saying? S.L.
Yup.
Howard. I speak your name. Because if you don't, y'all, and you let them die in your memories, they fully perish.
They say
Damn
you die
straight.
twice.
You die
Yup.
twice. You fully
Yup.
perish.
Yup.
When they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last somebody.
your
So wait,
last
hold on,
time
hold on.
somebody mentions your name.
On that,
Yup.
guys, on that note, let's go ahead and shout out Coco.
Yeah.
Shout
go.
out, shout out watching Coco.
Indeed.
You
Come
know,
on.
Shout out to
Come on.
Antonio.
Come
shout
on.
out to your
Shout out-
family.
shout
member.
out to-
all those.
Shout
to
out
all
to
those
everyone
that
that
have
you
passed.
done never lost.
you
You
know,
feel me? Cry y'all's tears. This is this time, Phil. Everybody's so tough and so manly. Y'all, you can say what you want. You can see me outside. We can do whatever. I'm going to cry these tears. These are your loved ones. Y'all need to be out here and get in touch with y'all side, y'all.
Definitely.
It's
Don't
just
shed
scary
those
out
tears
here.
for your homies, yo.
Shed these tears for your homies that you lost.
Don't hold that back, yo.
The people that I done graduated with, then looked in my class book, man, then looked over there and then realized 10 of them ain't here no more because they all gone.
Yeah,
you feel me? Y'all praise their name.
Yep. And with the coronavirus
Praise
going on,
they
you know,
name.
there's a lot of people, you know, going, and it's like we don't pay tribute to this. We don't, we don't give enough to it. And it's a lot of people dying, and we need to start looking at that, yo. That's a lot of lives lost, and it's sad, and it's something that hurts me, and I hope it hurts everybody else. You know, and that's just something we all need to think about.
Yeah,
Indeed.
real talk.
Just to close on this, I wanted to finish up with a quote by Jim Valvano. If anybody's not aware of him, he was a sportscaster. He died of cancer back in the 90s, but he was a very, very influential guy to me, and he had a lot of wisdom through all of the shit that he was going through as he was passing. And what he said here is, to me, there are 3 things everyone should do every day. Number 1 is laugh.
Definitely.
Number 2 is think. Spend some time in your thought.
Always.
Number 3, you should have your emotions move to tears.
Yep.
If you laugh, think, and cry, that's a heck of a day.
It's a heck of a day.
Yep.
It's a heck of a day.
It's a heck of a day, and
bro.
you learn to control your emotions.
Yeah.
And we're in a world where we need to learn to be able to handle those emotions, be able to not let those emotions get the best of you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people let fear and a lot of stuff get them.
But that's what we're talking about. Like, there's a balance there for sure.
There's a balance.
Where, like, you need to let yourself
You gotta let your emotions go.
feel that sadness and, like...
You do. You
bro,
do.
just seeing Jure, like, this is weird to talk about out loud, but dude, just seeing you, like, tear up in front of us, dude, it makes me, like, tear up a little bit because you are comfortable doing that in front of us. Like,
I am. Y'all my brothers. You gotta realize that
and
y'all
you're
my
being
brothers.
yourself, dude.
And
And I
I
love that so much.
I know
about
when
you.
I need to be tough, be rough. There's times to cry and there's times not to. I understand that.
man.
You feel me? I understand that. There's laws, there's rules to life being in the jungle. It's just life. You feel me? But when it comes to speaking from where I'm at and me being so spiritual, I can be a guy that cry. I was that little kid that cried in the fight. I was like, why the fuck is this guy crying in the fight? I'm so mad. I'm so fucking angry. But yo, you just got beat up. You just got beat up by a dude crying right now. You feel me? Because that's just me. I never was the dude to not hold my emotions. If I'm angry, I'm angry. If I'm happy, I'm happy. If I'm crying, I'm crying. It's just what the fuck it is.
And you gotta let your emotions go.
That's what the fuck it is.
That's a part of life.
Let that go.
That's a part of living, is like feeling emotions. It's the beauty of being able to. That's the gift of life. Is
Feel
that we be able to feel.
away.
Yeah,
Hey.
you know, that feeling of crying, that feeling of laughter and love, and
like
so
me
many
myself
things.
looking. This is old ass movies. Some of these kids don't even know what the fuck movie this is. Me, myself, and Irene. Jim Carrey.
Jim
Classic.
Carrey is a fucking
That man held
maniac.
in
I love it.
every fucking thing that
He
came his
just-
way and literally snapped.
It
It
just
became a
let
cycle. But if you
everything
think that's just a
go.
movie, no.
Millions
A
of
lot
dollars.
of people do
too.
that.
Mhm.
A lot of people do that.
Mhm.
Hold all this shit in. Don't show what the fuck you need
Yep.
to show. And then what do? You lash out.
Martin
Yes.
Lawrence, man.
Come on.
It's another
Yep.
good example.
It's
Come
a
on,
great example.
exactly.
It's
That's why you get a lot of people that riot and burn shit.
Exactly.
Instead of rioting and making force and doing, you riot and burn shit.
Yep.
Me,
Yeah.
instead of you.
Yep.
All right,
And
we're
that's-
getting too deep down the rabbit
We
hole
get
here.
deep.
Yeah,
It's a deep.
yeah.
We
It's,
could go
it's a
farther,
deep
but-
episode.
You know,
It's a
yeah,
deep
you know.
episode. We about to turn it around. We about to get happy.
But we're
We
good.
about to get happy. We're good.
We're
I
about
just,
at that
we
hour
needed
mark.
this.
Yeah, we're about at that hour
Good,
mark. here.
good. We've been
Good.
trying to hit that hour
Come
mark
on.
every time here,
We
and
need
just
to-
to just let everybody know. So we're kind of switching to that type of mainframe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
start looking to
Good.
see that. We're just a little babble on. You know, you can kind of maybe go to a section you like, or listen to the whole thing. It's up to you.
Yeah,
You
indeed.
feel me?
I
You
feel
know.
like we're spitting some wisdom here.
We are. All episodes can't be all happy.
Yeah.
Ghost,
there's pain in
Ganja,
life.
and grandpas.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
a little mixture of
Come on.
everything. You know, we're
Little
trying to
mixture of
accommodate
everything.
to everyone. You know,
But
that's
it ain't
we're
no
a podcast that likes
bullshit.
every single human being in this world. So we like to give a little flavor to everything.
Exactly.
Still never introduced that weed.
What the
Did we? Oh yeah, we did.
We did.
Stoner ass nigga. That's
So
a perfect way to end it.
Fucking fire,
I just
bro.
time traveled 57 minutes, whatever the fuck it is.
Go ahead and do that honest, Nick.
I don't know if you want me to do
bro.
that right now.
I want to see if you can.
Oh no!
Please rate, review, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on all the platforms that you listen to this podcast. Check us out on Instagram at 420 somewhere pod. That is 420 somewhere pod.
Come on.
Check us out on Facebook. It's 420 somewhere, 420 like the clock somewhere. It's with an apostrophe. Don't be stupid. And then if you go check out our YouTube page. That is in the link on our Instagram. So there's a link to that in our bio on Instagram, rather. So if you just go to our Instagram page, it's right there. Click that YouTube button. You'll see our beautiful faces on this camera.
Look at us. You feel me?
We finally got the lighting and the camera angles all figured out here. So hopefully this one looks a little bit better. And we got a computer that's actually going to upload this shit pretty quick. This will be available at 4:20 today.
Yes,
Boom.
indeed.
So,
keep loving, keep
Let's
going.
go.
Inspiration, just keep thriving.
My
indeed.
dude,
Don't
man,
give
shout out
up.
to you, Nick. That shit is engraved in your brain. I swear, if a scientist were to cut open your brain, I see that you'd see like that whole thing written around that
It
shit.
just says rate, review,
Dude,
and subscribe.
subscribe.
Just written around the whole
Just get
thing.
subscribed, tatted right on your forehead.
This
This
dude.
guy must have been a
He must have
podcaster.
been a podcaster.
On that note, y'all, deuces.
Deuces.
We love you.
Love y'all.